that time. That was weird. Tried to go some technical difficulties with YouTube for a second, but I think we got it straight. What up, though? Welcome to Wednesday night tarot. Because, schedules change sometimes. So, doing a little impromptu night on YouTube, see how it goes. Come on, give me some more fire. Fire. Let's see what the crowd looks like on a Wednesday. So interesting how these platforms are so different between the audience, the flow, the vibe, all of that. So shout out to anyone watching on the replay. I don't usually get like comments, well, not yet anyway, but if you are coming from either local, which is I'm on New York time, or if you're international, shout yourself out. Let me know where you're chatting from, where you're watching from. Yeah, oh, that's kind of weak. That's kind of weak. Let me guess. So, okay, that's actually that'll work. It'll do for now. I don't think anybody's expecting me to be on because I really didn't post about today. So we shall see. But we're going to do some new moon messages because it is a new moon. So happy new moon to the collective. And let's see what new moon messages want to come out. Let's see. Let's put this down. Actually, my hair takes some of that. All right, let's go. Let's do a new moon collective message. Let's see what the collective should keep through on the clock. What does the collective need to know for this new moon? Let's see. What's the new moon vibes for the collective? Hmm. It's a little upside down. Welcome, Zana. Okay, right now I'm just doing a collective message, seeing what's coming out for this new moon because, new moon seasons are the start of usually new things. But with this energy, because we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well as the Ten of Wands, like collective feels like that was that underpaid, overworked. There's a lot of financial stress. There's a lot of just not feeling grounded and stable right now. So with that new moon energy, just know that it's seasonal. It's a seasonal thing. When it comes to your finances, it could always be flipped around. All right. Yes. Leaving retrograde. We are almost out of the clear. And as I say that, 111 showing up here. Two of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. This feels like a lot of mental angst and confusion. Like, what is going to take this breakthrough? What choice does a collective have to make in order to move forward in a more abundant and a prosperous path? So, yeah, we'll see. Welcome. So this isn't my usual night. So if you're just, finding me by accident, welcome. I'm usually on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, but I can't be on tomorrow. So I said, let me come on tonight. Didn't really post about it, so impromptu, but we like that. Two of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles also showing up here. This is, kind of having to choose between for some of the collective, choosing between relationships and work, like what is going to take your focus and balance? Like for those that are having money stresses, if you're focusing on relationships right now and you're stressing out about money, you might want to recheck your priorities because ain't no money as far as I know. Thank you for this sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Little growing channel here, so any love is appreciated. But yeah, it feels like a stressful time right now because there's a lot going on, not just individually, but on a collective level. The energy is really like, it's heavy. It is heavy, but it's okay because the Ten of Cups is here too. So when you are feeling those times of high stress, it's best to, check in with your tribe, check in with your family, your trusted peeps, and make sure that you are doing wellness checks with yourself and financial checks. All right, because a lot of people out there is spending money that they don't even know how they're going to replenish. So, got to make sure you're out there budgeting, people. Make sure that your habits reflect where you want to be. Hardship is for the birds, right? But here's the thing though, because a lot of hardship, and thank you for the likes, by the way, a lot of hardships are kind of also self imposed, right? Because we are under this impression that we have to be particular people or have particular things in order to, I don't know, be something or somebody. But no. Talk with a financial advisor today. Okay, listen, that's a step. That is a step. And if they're, a good one, they will definitely point you in the right direction. Let me see. What is I don't know why they're why did they block that message? Hi Debbie, welcome. I don't know why they blocked your message. It says for your message was held for review. I don't know. YouTube be bugging a little bit sometimes, but it's okay. So, welcome, y'all. This is not my usual night, but I am here because I had a schedule change. So, doing impromptu reading night, and it happens to be landing on a full, not, I'm sorry, new moon, not full moon. We are in a new moon right now. So, we are seeing the complete dark side of the moon right now. So, I want to see what messages come out for y'all. So if you'd like a new moon message to see what you can expect for this new moon, then yes, you found me. Welcome. But really, I do think that the universe is like kind of aligning people right now. Not kind of, but like is. So I don't think that things are happening by chance. Like if you believe in, oh, it's just a coincidence. Like, no, I don't really believe in that. But so yes, you can either because I do viewers choice. Actually, who is it? Eris, you missed my viewers choice. You could have asked that last night. So come and see me on a Tuesday. That's where it's an open session. Tonight we're doing new moon messages. Okay. Debbie says everything happens for a reason. Absolutely. And Donna says she believes in serendipity. Awesome. The universe moves in very magical and mysterious ways. And I love it because, you just gotta enjoy the ride sometimes. So, yes, if anyone would like a new moon message, see what you can, expect for this phase. Facts. You know what though? I feel like Debbie, when it comes to sometimes we do miss out on opportunities because there's so much for us to be like focused in on. So sometimes we can get overwhelmed and miss it for the moment, but you're right. What's for you will never truly like leave your energy or your stratosphere. It will circle back. Hey Jim, welcome. All right, and Donna says she would like a new message, so let's get it. Let's go. See what's happening for this new moon. What can you expect? Like energy wise, what is it bringing in for Donna? Please and thank you. And happy hump day. Oh my gosh. Wednesday just has like a, I don't know. Wednesday has a different kind of vibe for me. Okay. Okay, straight off the bat, I just heard better sleep quality. Like the quality of your rest feels like it is due for an upgrade. So you can expect that. But some mental clarity, I think, is helping usher that in. Like if you felt like any kind of brain fog, any kind of like, stuckness, it's relieving itself. So you can rest a little easier, your mind can flow better, and you just feel like more open to things. Ace of Cups as well. And Temperance. I love to see it. This energy is really good actually for you because we have a balance here. We have a king and a queen. So if you're thinking as far as like in terms of just how you're feeling on an energetic level, it's giving a lot of balance. It's giving more balance than you've probably felt in a little while. So that looks really good and it feels good because you may have, some things pulling at your heartstrings, or you may have moments that you just feel like emotional for no reason with this Ace of Cups, but it's just letting you know that like your this feels like a heart chakra activation. It feels really good actually. So you also have the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so the clarity I feel like is going to be centered around like whatever wisdoms that you've processed, whatever experience that you have. It's like it's finally like that aha moments are clicking, like why things have happened in the succession and the way that they have, and why you are where you're at now. So it's like things are going to be clicking and just like flowing in line. This feels like really good as far as like family stability. It feels good when it comes to your money as well, because it feels like you're in a comfortable position right now. So it's just gonna like pretty much flow through the new moon season. So yeah, this looks really good. Yes, sleep would be about. But listen, you also have to put yourself in a position for good sleep, all right? So when you know, it's like, all right, I feel like I should get some rest, turn off the screens, position yourself, have maybe like a cup of tea or something warm to settle you down and just like prepare yourself. And I feel like your dream state may be slightly more active right now too, because it's giving like your mental is going to be more active at some points, even through your dreamscape. So maybe have like a dream journal just in case there's little messages in your dreams. But yeah, this listen, starting out, this is a really good message. So yes, I like that for you. I like that. But yeah, for for the no sleep gang, the insomnia gang, like I feel you. Like I don't know, my sleep schedule has been super weird. I can't even. Let's not talk about that. Okay, Debbie said, "Let's have mines." Actually, let me pull an oracle message to close off, and then I will hop on yours, Debbie. Because I rarely use just one deck for messages. I feel like using at least two gives like a random message. Ooh, look at that. Joy and contentment. And it's like it flew over there. And strength and guidance. Yeah, it feels like you're gonna be feeling like the pull. Like your guides, like whoever is protecting you, whatever your guardian angel, like it feels like you have some really joyful presences around you. You may have passed over loved ones that just, they're giving you hugs right now behind the scenes. So it just feels very warm and comforting. That's not a usual vibe, like especially for the first read. So thank you for that energy. Oh man. All right. So that was for Donna. All right, let's go, Debbie. Let's go. That was a very nice read. It felt like, I don't know, I just felt like warm cookies or like, like an apple pie or something just like really sweet. That just felt like really comforting. You do. It felt like it. They're like, oh, don't worry about Donna. She's good. We got her. That is dope. You have like really stand up spirit team. Some guys are like really spicy and they're like, who you be, or like defensive. Yours is just like, oh no, come on in. Yeah, she's good. All right, so we're tapping in for Debbie. Let's see what this new message is saying. What does Debbie need to know? What is the vibe? Let's see, let's see. Yeah. Oh damn. This nine of wands. Oh my goodness gracious. This is like, remember how I said those spicy guys that be like, what do you want? That's what it felt like off the bat. Let's get this. Yeah, there's okay. Well, actually this was, there we go. Got one more. Okay, two more. There's a lot of knights here. It feels like a lot of communication. You may be expecting communication. There's a lot of what is that? Knights in this deck are sons. So if you have, or if you have children in general, like communication may be stronger during this time. They may need your assistance with something. It's father and son combination. So starting off with this energy again, the nine of wands is like feeling kind of defensive, or this is feeling kind of like tired and just like, you know what, no more, no more. I don't want to do it. Have somebody else do it. The knight of pentacles followed by the seven of wands, the hangman to the knight of wands, and then these two. All right, which is the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. And then we have the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles on the underside here. So it's like trying to reclaim back some of your time because it feels like you're spent. Like your energy it feels tired. It feels like you can use a break here. These two together is like, oh, leave me alone. And your guys are feeling it too. All right, but yeah, you need to give yourself a break and just kind of like, it feels like you kind of step in or have had to step in and be like the everything, take care of X, Y, and the Z. All right, so kind of just like instilling some kind of boundary where you can get time back to yourself, reclaim some of that time so you're not, overextending yourself because it definitely feels like you're, basically taking care of a lot of people. And with that energy, it will get draining real fast. And in a new moon, you definitely want to kind of start it off on the right tone because the new moon kind of dictates how the rest of the cycles are going to kind of flow. So when your new moon is started off right, it's like, okay, it can go a little smoother, regardless of where the stars are doing what. And right now it feels like you're just mm, might want to join the on that sleep. Um so this one, okay, because we're getting confused here. This one, the last one Donna I just did is for you. This one is for Debbie. So I just want to make sure that we're but if you're resonating with the message, then please take what resonates. So yeah, just making sure that you are reclaiming some of your time to yourself and saying no where you need to because I feel like sometimes you feel like you can't say no, like in fear of maybe that things just won't happen without you, or if you step away for a moment then things will just implode, or people can't take care of themselves. Let them learn. Okay, people need to learn to take care of themselves. So if you feel like you've been putting in too much time in being the head, yeah, it's okay. Take a step back, let and see. This is because the hangman is like taking an observer's glance and not really about action. It's about stepping back and observing and being able to learn, okay, when do I need to step in versus just stepping in and then figuring it out. Like, no, just give yourself a break and be able to let them learn. There's a lot of masculine energies around you that it feels like you need you need a break from. This is getting very like that. This is the only like feminine represented here. This is the only feminine energy, and she got the whole like I don't know if YouTube is going to censor, but yeah. So just be aware that not everything needs your full attention. It's okay to you're safe to step back and let people handle things for themselves for a little bit, because first and foremost you need to retain some of that battery for yourself. You really need that sleep I was talking about. Yeah, you need some of that rest. Well, maybe not necessarily like sleep, but a rest, like to be able to put your mind in a rested state and feel safe, because there's no feeling of safety here. Yeah, Trust the Universe is coming out. It's like, I don't know if you feel that right now because it doesn't feel like there's trust very much present, but you're gonna have to put trust that people, the energies around you, they can handle it for a little while. Maybe even if you can to really reclaim some time and energy for yourself, like take a day trip, take a spa day, a weekend trip, however much you can manage to be away. Yeah, you need that. You need that, like quick fast, quick fast. You need some time. Spiritual growth showing up here. You need some time to just like, your guides are their feeling is kind of like wiped out as you, because they want you to get some space to yourself, and it will lead, like once you have some quiet time, it'll kind of open your mind up a little bit. So you definitely need that. But damn, I'm sorry, because it feels like you really don't get any assistance here. Like you have to do everything, and I don't like when people have to be in that situations, but life bees that way. Hi, Michelle. I'm doing new moon reads, so if you would like a message as far as what this new moon has for you, absolutely. Oh, I also heard just like I don't know if you have any kind of like particular belief, but they just like connect back to that. So if you used to pray regularly, this is still for Debbie, by the way. And yeah, do everything, yeah, because it's like it feels like you didn't even have time to pray or talk to, your guides, or connect with yourself like in a spiritual aspect. So getting back to that will help relieve some of that weight. But first and foremost, like really just not not being there all the time for people that should know how to do things themselves. Yeah. Yes, please. Y'all, like I understand, like especially divine feminines with families, like y'all have a huge role. Okay. I have so much like empathy and gratitude for women that handle so much in their lives. But you also have to know when to step back, because if you don't, you're just going to program people to always depend on you and never be self-reliant. Damn, that's a long time to cry. Maybe you needed that. All right, so Michelle said yes. All right, so Michelle, you'd be next. And Dramber, if you would like a new moon message, just let me know, because could see like what that heaviness is about. Yeah, but you also know when we have put in too much, right? Because when it becomes an expectation, it's not always to do with the other person's like level of expectation. It's what we have made people come to expect from us, right? So you have to change that expectation. You have to instill that boundary. You have to let them know, like, all right, well, we're at that point, guys. Like, you're an adult now. You know what to do. I need my time. I need to reclaim my sanity and my space. So go be an adult. Like, oh no, that sucks. Like, because for me, it's like, why? Like, why? There's no point in having a partner if they're not actually going to be a partner, or having people around to just like, if they're not going to be any kind of intentional or helpful. I don't know. All right, so let's tap in for Michelle and see what this is. What's this new moon message? But yeah, y'all divine feminines, listen, you have to now reclaim your time, because if you have up to this point program those with a level of expectation that you're always going to be there, you're always going to handle things, you can change that. You can change that, but it's going to take disappointing. That is the price of authenticity and telling people your truth and being real about what it is that you need. Disappointment in others, not in yourself, because you'll be happy, but the people that benefited from your slave labor are going to be like, oh no. All right, so ooh, the Seven of Wands again. As I say that, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, my favorite slave." People are funny that way, so you gotta teach people how to treat you and reprogram them when they've come to a certain level of expectation that you can just no longer maintain, which is, it's normal. You're human, so things should change. Mm. Okay. All right, Jember. So hang on tight. You would be next, and Debbie, I see you as well. Yeah. Well, you know what? It what needs to happen happens. Especially now, like people, whatever you are feeling drawn to do, what your intuition is telling you needs to happen for you to be able to function and just, evolve into a higher level of yourself. That Five of Swords, sometimes we need to go there. And it's unfortunate, but change, that's a constant in life. So now is probably a very monumental changing era for you when it comes to realizing this and what you need to do to change it. All right, so we're tapping in for Michelle's new moon message and seeing what they need to hear. For Michelle, please and thank you. Ooh. Oh, okay. Should I take that? No, I'll put it over there. A lot of swords coming out right off the bat. Nine of Swords to the Queen of Swords. What wanted to flip over but didn't fully was the Three of Swords. This feels like very heavy mental energy. Like you may feel like anxious, or you may feel like just this has an element of heartbreak to it, but it's like the mind feels all over the place. Like you're not sure whether you're coming or going. Like you may get confused at moments. Like you may have moments where you just burst out into tears. It's like a kind of like a mental roller coaster going on right now. The moon in reverse. So yeah, let's tackle that in a second. But also the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Two of Cups, I want to say, is like you may be dealing with that element of heartbreak that I felt if you're dealing with a relationship that is either in separation or leading towards separation. That could definitely lead to feeling that mental anguish, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic situation, but anything where your heart is deeply involved, or in a situation where you feel very deeply for another person and still want to be connected to that person, but you don't, for whatever reason, there is a disconnect. Because these two queens are literally the opposites of each other. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, like one is about, head and logic, the other is all about the heart. So it leads to, having to make head over heart decisions, and, not exactly like really loving it, but kind of like trying to mentally process what has to be done or what needed to be done versus what you actually wanted to do or what your heart was telling you. Six of Cups to the Emperor. Yeah, that's another kind of like mirroring energy when it comes to what feels safe and comfortable and warm versus what you have to like really just logically break down. I've been in a separation. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely like you're coming to that point, but it's not fully there yet. All right, so I'm going to ask like what your advice is, because sitting and dwelling and thinking about what the other person is going to do, that will just, and it is driving you up a wall. Like this imagery is very like, very sharp, very, you don't really, it's self-explanatory. Like the skull with all the swords around it, it's like every time it kind of feels like a stabbing pain every time you think about this connection. It kind of just like ugh, it's like a stab to the chest. But if this can help you come to a decision as far as like how you should move forward, then I hope that is the case. Let's see like what the advice is for you, how you should proceed with this. Because I feel like it's like you said a long time separation, but I feel like this is something where you may have known them for a long time as well. And the connection is just that lusting energy. All right, but what's the advice? Because lusting says a forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. So you may have been connecting with somebody that, at some point in time, you may have had a deeper connection, but they may like the depth just wasn't there with them. It turned out to be something that just had more of a physical connection and not so much as that long-term feel to it. What is the advice for Michelle when it comes to dealing with this separation? So it's like this is giving like sleepless nights. You think about this constantly. Like it's really, and especially during a Mercury retrograde, it's only going to be intensified. What is got intimacy and beauty showing up here? Intimacy saying bonding, confiding, and sensual, and beauty saying charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. This doesn't feel like advice though. It feels like this is just an ongoing thing because it really, if the advice coming out is intimacy, it's probably not over. Heart fog, mixed signals, block. This feels like the other person, like their heart is like fogged up right now. They may be going through their own personal things where they're trying to figure things out. They're trying to make decisions. So if it doesn't feel like it's over for you, it's probably because it's the same with them. But they just haven't figured it out yet. I don't want to tell you to wait though. Like whenever that like cards like that come out, I'm like, ew, really? like the intimacy. Is there any particular advice that I could give Michelle when it comes to dealing with this situation? Hmm. I think you're when it comes to this, if you haven't expressed to this person or let them know how it's made you feel, because this is giving like there should still be some kind of like level of communication letting them know because pain is showing up here. And if I'm asking for advice, I think you need to vocalize or at least let the other party know like how you're feeling. Pain is apprehensive, afraid, cautious. They may also be feeling a little apprehensive, especially if the last time you communicated it ended off badly. They may be avoidant. And an avoidant, when it comes to things being left on conflict, they are rarely going to reach out to try to resolve. Intimacy is not just a sexual thing, right? So when it comes to intimacy, it just feels like a bond. Like it's a fire, right? Where you feel just connected to a person on a different level. Whenever I say intimacy, a lot of people jump to like that physical aspect, which yes, it can indicate that, but it's intimacy on a different level for me anyway. When it comes to, just being able to be in the same space with somebody and you feel like you kind of have like that telepathic thing, which is very rare, but if you felt that way. All right. So I have some caveats about that because there's a really big thing when it comes to dating and women being like, well, they have to chase me, they have to, which I agree that men, um, to a certain degree, they should show their intentionality. They should be upfront and straightforward as far as what they want, and make a move like and let you know what's happening, like how they feel. But yeah, heart fog and healing showing up here. I don't think they're there yet because a lot of this is like feeling like things need to be figured out first because heart fog keeps showing up. So mixed signals, blocked emotions. I'm getting more so the blocked emotions. And to be honest, I feel like it's both of y'all. When it comes to this many swords and then the moon in reverse, it's like both of you kept secrets, both of you like really weren't upfront about your intentions. You may have acted coy to try and get them to chase, and you didn't get that reaction. But the Two of Cups is here, so it's like a connection is definitely felt. But if you were just waiting, because with this beauty card, if you were just waiting for them to, make the move based off of your appearance or what it is that you thought was going to happen, no, you need to vocalize. Like, divine feminines, do not get it twisted. Being feminine also involves saying what you want. Yeah, because that heart fog, like the blocked emotions. But again, I'm getting that that's both of you. Like the intimacy part, it's like y'all both want this. Y'all both want each other. This is messed up. This is the case of two people that don't know how to be vulnerable with each other. So instead of just coming out and saying what you want, you're expecting the other person to read your mind and chase after you. No, that doesn't make sense. Michelle, you got to be realistic here. Okay, so he told you that. Okay. So what's the problem? I don't get it. Cuz it seems like this is self-imposed. This feels like self-imposed energy. It, that's another thing. If somebody tells you that they're not ready, you told them what? If somebody tells you they're not ready for a relationship and you think you can change their mind, like, no, just believe them. And when they're ready, hopefully they will let you know that as well. But this, I don't like this, to be honest. Yeah, conflict. I didn't even see that on the bottom. Conflict. Like, it just seems like two people that are interested in each other. But here's the thing. He may have said he's not ready for a relationship, but I think that's also part of the blocked emotions, and he's scared because it doesn't feel like this like the Two of Cups is here. Both of y'all are feeling something. The Six of Cups is here. Both of y'all are feeling something, but one is scared, or both of you. Because I'm gonna be straight up. Both of y'all feel like you're scared. You may be more, you know, ready to try it anyway, but both of y'all are scared. Because you won't say anything. He won't say anything. But you expect. Nah, y'all get your shit together, man. Like, people, get your shit together. If y'all are not willing to put yourselves out there, be vulnerable, be vocal about what it is that you want, and then, let them take it or leave it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Because people be sitting back expecting a fairy tale, like, oh, they're gonna chase me, because I'm beautiful and because, they think I'm physically attractive. Guess what? So are a lot of people. Like, it's really not that deep when it comes to an actual connection, when it comes to a level of depth, that intimacy I was talking about, it really goes past looks. So it feels like y'all just need to get your ish together. nine of Nine of Pentacles. Spend some alone time and really just think about what it is that you want, because that's most important. And if what you want is this person, then let them know. If they're still saying that they are not ready, then leave them alone. It's really that simple. The back and forth, the mental anguish, the mental gymnastics y'all be putting yourselves through, for what? That don't make no kind of sense. That don't make no kind of sense. But hey, that is just me. But good luck with that, because both of y'all feel like you need some healing and some um realism. All right, Dramber, if you are still present, let me know and I will get your message. couple of collective cards. What's the energy right now? I just, matter of fact, what's this moonology saying? Because prominent moon cycles, such as a new moon. Let's see if any new moon cards want to come out. New moon in Pisces, and we in Pisces season. Hello. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, especially for that last one. Michelle, please go meditate and really reflect on what it is that you really want. And that could be a general as well. Like if y'all are confused about what it is that you want, if you're, just in a kind of in between, it's okay. Silence is the best way. Meditation is the best way to kind of like open yourself up. What's up? What's up, Bren? And Jim says, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're doing new moon reads. Okay, okay. I didn't see back from Dramber. I hope they're okay. Because 3-hour cry sessions take a lot out of people's. So we're just doing some new moon reads. Happy new moon, y'all. On a kind of impromptu Wednesday, because I'm not even supposed to be on right now, but since I can't be on tomorrow, it's like, all right, today it is. I do. I believe I do. Yeah, I got some time. All right, so it would be Jim first. And let's just wait. There we go. So it would be Jim first and then Ren. All right, let's tap in and see what this new moon message is. Ooh. And you had an aha moment on a new moon. So fitting. So fitting indeed. Welcome, new sub from India. Shout out India. Been getting some of the international crew in. Thank y'all for your subs and your likes. I don't know, like it's kind of different on my other platform when I do lives, like how they, but yeah, like whatever that is, double tap, send up a heart or something. But I'm actually doing a new moon read. So if you are new here and would like to join me on my open session night, which is Tuesday, and you can ask your own questions. But I do have a queue, and I don't have that much time left for tonight's live. So hopefully you can join me for another one. All right. What is Jim's new moon message? What is happening? What is this spark and this aha moments about? Oh, okay. This is quite the this is quite the night for this pair to keep showing up. The King and Queen of Cups is showing up here, but be careful because the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is here to the Knight of Cups. All right, just when you are entertaining this new idea, just please make sure to go over all of the logistics and make sure it's just not like, something that came up on a whim and, something that you just feel like doing out of the want to do something, but just make sure it makes sense because it's feeling more so like something that comes in the moment but not meant to like really be invested sit into? Five of Wands energy. Again, the King of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so just hold whatever it is. Don't make any moves yet because we have the Fool and the Tower here. All right, so don't make any, um, just rash moves when it comes to this. Think it out and be patient because it feels like you're going to get um probably what is considered like an upgraded version of that idea versus what your original thought is, because it feels like that this is not, I want to say it's not a good idea, but it's just, it feels like it's missing something. It feels like whatever this is with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it feels good, and the way that it hit, it was like yes, but it's like it came in quick, but it's like it's based off of more so feeling and not like logic, because there's no sword. Like the only swords here is the Knight of Swords, which is like that's that fast moving energy. So it's like something that comes in quick, but really to sit and think about it. All right, this is not something you want to move on like that. You want to give it time to marinate. You want to give it time to evolve because it feels like it's missing something here. Especially with the Seven of Pentacles being your last energy, it's like definitely have patience with what it is that you're thinking. Like don't make any, again, I'm just getting, don't make any fast or sudden moves without really doing your research or due diligence and thinking things through. Let me see advice for Jen. Yeah, adjustments are required. That is third quarter moon. All right, so yeah, if you're, this is feeling like a, what you want to be a first quarter of the year decision, when it's like, no, let it, take shape, let it take some more form, and then something to jump on. It's still primitive, yeah. That emotion's running high. Yeah, so it's like based off of how you're feeling right now. All right, but that's going to change. How you feel right now is going to change. This is like because of whatever the energy is like you're feeling right now, because this is super moon energy. So that is like really big on feelings and just, how you feel in the moment versus the bigger picture. All right, new moon energy, a time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. So Virgo energy is very like practical, grounded, very research oriented, where, you're just like double checking everything before, you make any final decisions. So definitely look at the bigger picture. Yeah, that is that full moon in Sagittarius, because it's giving me like, that's giving me Sag vibes. It's like this idea is like, oh, I got this great idea, and that's how Sagittarius is moved. They're just like, they're very just that fire energy. They just want to jump on it without really doing their due diligence or looking at the bigger picture, even though this is in their sign. This is that's funny. We love a good confirmation. But also it's going to, do not share. Do not share whatever it is that you're thinking, because you may have been thinking to get like feedback on this. You may have been thinking either to talk to, some, don't do it. Do not do it. Just wait. Just be patient and wait. Give it some more thought. Yeah, definitely do more research and do not talk about it to anyone. All right, because again, you may have been tempted to get like feedback or involve other people in your plans. Mm-mm. Not the time. Not the time. So definitely give it, a couple of goes beforehand. I'm just gonna get one more. Any further advice for Jem when it comes to moving on this? And that flew, that high priestess of spirit, yeah, it's like something that moved you very quickly, but it's going to dissipate somewhat, and then reality is going to hit. But this is that free spirited energy where you feel like, it's you just got pumped up for like a really hot second. You're like, yeah, but it's okay. The realism of it. Oh, and love is showing up here, so that may be something on the well with both of the king and the queen of cups. You may have like some feelings brewing underneath. You don't got to talk about them, but understanding also showing up here. So you'll be able to break this down better after some time has passed. But yeah, in that moment, because it's feeling like you're getting ready to do something very like, but no, let's pause on it, give it some time. The Seven of Pentacles says, oh, wait it out, my friend. It's okay. It's all right. It's still it's still in the formulation stages. Still formulating here. It's giving that energy was giving like what is it, like cook in the kitchen, that is like, oh, I have this idea for a fantastic recipe, and you just start lumping a bunch of things together, throwing stuff in a bowl, and because you didn't really like take the time to measure out stuff, it just comes out all crazy, like, yeah. Crazy. All right, so Ren, where you at? Let me see. Yeah, I still got some time. Still got a little time. Can everyone hear me okay? Want to check microphone check 1 2 1 2. Using my little lapel mic here. And hello Diana. Yo, I was just listening to Michael Jackson his songs earlier, and Dirty Diana came on, and I felt like a little kid again in my living room, like dancing to Beat It, or yeah, that was a great era. Oh, thank you. All right, so let's go. Let's get Ren a new moon message. What is going on this new moon for Ren? What is the vibe? What's the message? New message. Okay. Justice. Justice will be served. This is giving like someone is getting karma. It may be somebody in fam or this feels like somebody that did you I don't want to say dirty, but if anybody talk ish behind your back, or if you wanted to see somebody getting their karma, it feels like you're gonna get your wish, because this is this is giving like justice serves cold. Oop, hangman peeking out there. It's like you're peeking, like, did they get their karma yet? Like Eight of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's learning their lesson behind the scene when it comes to you. Starting off with this, Dr. Buzzard, the Justice energy, karmic cycle complete, contract done. Five of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. You know, somebody's happy about this. Somebody's happy about this karma. It ain't gonna be them though. This Knight of Cups. Let's go. Knight of Cups to Judgment to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. You may not get like a front row seat. You may not actually see it. You may hear it through the grapevine. Like, oh, did you hear what happened to so and so? Or did you hear about this? But you may not actually see it. But you can trust that you can sit back and chill because, yeah, whatever praying you did, I feel like you put something out there. I feel like you're like, you know what? Most High, please, if you just let them learn their lesson, I'll do X, Y, Z. Y'all really be out there praying for people to get their karma, and I love it. But you know, though, some people really need it because, like, if they don't learn their lesson, how are they supposed to know how to ascend and become better? It's always a chance to be better in this lifetime. What's up? What's up to everyone that just popped in and a free reading? Well, yeah, and I just saw 10111 there. Yes, I do free readings, at least for now. Like, I can't promise it's a forever thing, but yeah, for now. The only thing is, you're catching me on the tail end because this is gonna have to be my last reading for tonight on this platform, but I will be on TikTok after. So if you would like to join me, the link is in my channel description. Let's get let them face their own karma. We should just wait and see. Listen. Karma's bad bee. End of a cycle approaches. That is full moon in Capricorn. So yeah, like any kind of like when it comes to the bumps, because I just heard like bumps and bruises. Like if you feel like you've just coming from an era of bumps and bruises where people were just they didn't know how it feels like they not only didn't know how to really like treat you, but also talk to you. Like I feel like people were talking to you kind of reckless in this last season and really not, you know, not your people's. But a fiery climax approaches, you'll probably hear about it because especially with this judgment, justice and judgment, yeah, you're gonna hear about it. And that's full moon in Aries, so it's gonna come in sooner rather than later. The answers you need are coming. Another full moon energy. So probably by the full moon, by the next full moon, you'll hear something, or you know, something is going to transpire that is going to, you know, bring resolution to you. That's going to make you feel more at ease. That's going to make you feel like, oh, I can finally chill. My energy is just, you know, don't have to worry. You can lay back. You can sit back. But yeah, and adjustments are required. So just know that this coming cycle with this adjustments are required. Do not invite any of these type of energies. Do not let them back in your space, all right? Because this feels like you're done with that type of energy around you. All right, so that means that going forward, you deny access. Let's see. Let's see if there's advice. I'll pull one card. Is there advice here? Is there any advice? Is there advice for Ren? Show. That is your only advice. Grove energy here, which is basically just mind your own space. Don't even, yeah, denial. Don't even like don't keep your ear to the ground for anything. What you need to know will come to you. So you don't need to make any particular moves. You don't need to, you know, look for anything. You don't need to be in any kind of level of expectation. it will come. Like you really don't have to do much. This is basically the same energy. Both are chilling at home. So, and cats. I don't know if cats mean anything to you, but we got a couple of kitties chilling there. So yeah, if you have a pet, chill at home with your pet. Okay, don't worry about it. It will be taken care of. This is like justice going on in the background while you chill and tend to you and yours. But yeah, new moves. I love it when the universe like the advice is to chill. Absolutely, yes, please and thank you. Not a problem. That is like the easiest thing for me to do. Yes, chill with the cats. Yes, yes, yes. Who's mom? What? Where did that come from? Oh my gosh. You're so welcome. I'm taking off for the night. As I mentioned beforehand, if you're just popping in, I am moving over to TikTok. So if you'd like to join me, the link is in my channel description. But yes, I will be back on Sunday for spirit guide messages. Usually it was supposed to be tomorrow, but my schedule changed for the week. So here I am today. All right, so peoples, it has been a pleasure per usual. All right, and if you're watching this on the replay, shout yourself out. But I'm sending so much love. I will see y'all very soon. Keep the vibes up, the energy high, and have a